Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Seasoned Vegan, where we cook, we chill, and we chat. Today I have something very special for you to celebrate the new year. By the way, Happy New Year. Happy 2026. I hope this year is better than last year. So, this right here is ube, and we're going to use it to make ube milk tea. So we're going to blend it up with some absolutely delicious ingredients, and we're going to get a yummy, yummy beverage. So check it out. It's going to be this kind of like lavender, maybe like mauve color in the end, and it is absolutely delicious. So without further ado, let's get straight into the ingredients. So the star of the show is our ube. Here it is. I got mine at the frozen section, or in the frozen section of my local Asian market. And it came frozen, and then it suggested, as the package says right there, to keep it frozen. So I just kept it in the freezer until I was ready to use it, and then I let it thaw. And then we're also going to be using some coconut milk, some salt. We've got some soy milk right there. And on the other side here, we also have our sweetened condensed milk. And this is coconut milk, so it's a vegan one, obviously. And our black tea already steeped. And I steeped it for extra long, about like 5 minutes. And then I just let it cool. So now let's get straight into our step-by-step process of how to make this. It's very, very easy to make. The only cooking that you're going to have to do is right in the beginning, in this step here, which is simmering our ube for about 8 to 10 minutes on low heat. And the reason that I do this is just to get the any graininess out of it, because we want the beverage to be very smooth and creamy and, decadent, indulgent. So this is going to get any of that graininess out, because if you don't know, ube is a sweet potato, often used in a lot of Filipino cooking. But it's a gorgeous color. Look at this. So here I am just, squeezing it all out of the package. I'm getting like every last yummy bite out of this package here. I'm going to have to go back to that Asian market and get more, though, because this was so good. I hope that you guys like it as much as I do. By the way, I know I already said Happy New Year, but let me know if you guys have any New Year resolutions or goals for your 2026. Let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious. For me, it really is just keep on cooking. Keep on cooking. I'm having so much fun here. But yeah, like I said, we're just going to simmer this on low for about 8 minutes. It might take you 10 minutes. It kind of just depends. What you're looking for is for it to kind of look a little thicker. And I want to say sticky, but that's not really the right word. You're going to see it's easier to visually just show you rather than try and explain it. But go ahead and just cook it down. Keep cooking it down. Look at that, so pretty. And on its own, it doesn't have a very strong flavor. It's a very subtle flavor, almost kind of nutty, kind of sweet, obviously starchy because it's a potato, but really, really yummy, especially in desserts. I first heard about this through this ingredient through Sweet Simple Vegan. Jasmine from that channel is Filipino, so she shares these absolutely wonderful ube desserts. They're just really, really fun. So it inspired me to see what I could do with it. Okay, so you can kind of see it starting to thicken up as it's cooking. I think it's about halfway through its cooking process here. It's looking pretty good. There we go. That's about what you want it to look like. And over time, the vibrancy of the purple does kind of go down as you cook it out, but I mean, that's okay. This isn't a TikTok reel. We don't need it to be like super vibrant and crazy. It just needs to taste good here. The recipe just needs to be on point. So we're almost there with this part of the process, which is the longest part of the process, because after this we just get to blend everything together and then taste it and make sure that it's, seasoned to perfection. Ooh, look at that. It's starting to bubble. I don't know why that's exciting to me. But that's how we know that we're kind of near the end here. I don't know what I'm doing here, just kind of pawing at it. I think I was probably distracted talking to somebody or something, or watching something on the TV. I have like an open concept kitchen, so I can see the living room from my kitchen, which is really, really nice. I really love that. That's, I think, why I cook more, because I don't feel like shut away. I don't like a kitchen that's like a room with a door. I don't like that at all, because then you feel kind of like a maid in your own house, just like, we're not a maid, but like a personal chef to your family. So I love the open concept, but sometimes I can get distracted and I'll start watching the TV or I don't know, working on a puzzle, doing whatever I'm doing, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm cooking. But I prefer it that way. I like having something to do while I cook. So there we go. I feel like at this point it's pretty much done. And I know it still looks grainy, but trust me, because we've cooked it, it's gonna blend up very, very smooth. So at that point, I just removed it from the heat, and now we're going to move on to the second step, which is creating our ube base. And I'm making my base today just by blending it with soy milk. You could blend it with coconut milk, oat milk, almond milk, totally up to you. Go ahead and try out different milks and see what you like the best. I love soy milk. I know I probably say that in like every video that I make soy milk, but I really do love it. I love it so much. So into the blender, I'm putting the soy milk and the cooked ube. And we're just going to blend this up until it's silky smooth, and try and blend it as long as you can, even scrape down the sides if necessary, because you do want this to be like velvety smooth. So yeah, just go for it. Here we are. And if you have to add a little bit more water, or not water, if you have to add a little bit more milk, you could do that as well. Also, if you wanted to make your base with water, you could do that instead too, because we are using like that condensed coconut cream and coconut milk. So you could just make your base with water if you wanted to. I'm sure that would be good. So I'm scraping the sides down here. I think I blended it for about a minute or two at this point, and it's looking so, so good. But I'm going to blend that down the sides just so that I get all the extra bits of ube. And I'm going to blend it one more time. And then we'll move on to step number 3, which is blending the ube base with all of our other ingredients. So there's the base. Doesn't that look so good? Now we are going to add in our black tea. Also, make sure that your black tea is completely cooled before you put it in. You don't want to add it when it's too hot, because then it could kind of, I don't know, cause some of the ube to separate. So try and get it to be as cool as you can. Put all of that in there, and then go ahead and put in your full fat coconut milk. And if you're using a can like me, just go ahead and use like the creamy thick part. You can leave out the rest of that liquid. Alright, now we're going to go in with our sweetened condensed coconut milk. I think I mentioned this in one of my other videos, but once I found out that there was like vegan condensed milk, it opened up a whole new world for me with vegan like baking and cooking. So if you haven't tried it yet, please go to your store, or get it online. I don't know where you get your stuff, but get it. It's so good. Alright, I'm also putting my salt in, and the salt really does just help for flavor. Also, when it comes to like the condensed milk and the coconut milk, I just think that the coconut flavor pairs so beautifully with ube. There's something about that combination. It really is like a match made in heaven. I don't know if you guys could hear that the trash truck just went by. It was really, really loud. Hopefully you can hear it. Alright, so here we go. Look at that. Such a beautiful, like lavender, very soft color. You guys, that's it. That is pretty much it. You're basically going to blend until it is very smooth and drinkable and divine. Look at that. So good. So there are 2 ways that you can drink this. You can have it over ice. You can have it chilled over ice, or blended with ice. You could also have it warm, which is how I prefer to have it. Since it's a caffeinated beverage, I don't know. I like to have it warm, but here it is with ice. Absolutely refreshing and delicious. This would probably be really good for like a summer day or spring day. But since we're still in the dead of winter, I'm going to have it super warm in a nice mug. There it is, iced. And oh, you guys, you could obviously put boba in here too, or tapioca pearls, whatever. I didn't have any. And I don't really care for them too much. It's not like the highlight of this drink for me at all. Okay, and then here it is in my dragonfly mug, nice and warm, and this is definitely how I prefer to have it. Early in the morning, starting the day off with a nice cup of ube. Delicious. And don't forget, this is caffeinated, so don't go crazy and have a whole bunch of it at night, because then you're going to be up until 2 a.m. playing video games like some people I know. Anyway, whatever leftovers you have, you can store them in a glass or any type of container of your choice and stick it in your fridge. It'll last about 3 to 4 days in your fridge, if it lasts that long, that is. This was gone for me in about a day. But that's about it, you guys. That's how you make ube milk tea. You could also do it uncaffeinated if you wanted. Totally up to you. But yeah, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I guess here's Captain. He wants to say bye to you guys. Bye-bye. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. You have a good whatever you're having. Bye!